So, put up one of those, either one of those, but put up the one with the hands if you don't mind, please.
Idaho.
Yeah, well, it's Idaho, all right. So that that's it right there.
Go Idaho.
So in the West Ada School District in Idaho,
okay,
they have told a classroom teacher to take down that poster.
All right, I can't read it from where.
Yeah, can you see it on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So it says everyone is welcome, and there's a bunch of hands up, and the hands have all different skin pigments on them.
Yeah.
Okay. That's been in her classroom for 4 years. This year they said, you got to take that down. That's an opinion.
What's an opinion?
None of this makes sense.
What's an opinion?
Except for the fact that it's freaking Idaho, which is, kind of lily white.
Idaho.
Yeah.
What the hell, Idaho?
Yeah. Okay. So.
Bunch of spudheads.
Yeah. It's been in her classroom for 4 years. The woman's name is Sarah Inema.
Okay.
Inema. She's resigned at the end of the school year.
Sarah Inema.
Yep.
She's a pain in the ass.
She's the second teacher. That's her sister Enema.
Yeah.
She teaches 6th grade world civilization class at Lewis and Clark Middle School.
Okay.
The district officials told her that the poster violated district policy because it expressed a personal opinion that some don't agree with. And the quote is, in today's political environment, that some don't agree with in today's political environment. The district was more interested, according to the woman, was more interested in not alienating people with racist views of our students rather than supporting her in her classroom motivational posters. Because of this, a second teacher has resigned, a woman who has taught for 15 years in a different middle school in the same district, who was a 2-time Teacher of the Year award winner. Now,
I need more explanation.
They won't give one. That's
that makes
the problem.
No sense.
Of course not, because first of all, education
someone complained
is
about that.
Yes, apparently the administration didn't, and there was a second one, Blake, that they also made her take down, which doesn't even have the hands on it. Now, somebody said, well, it's rainbow. Well, the second one, which was the up and down one, the north and south one,
mm-hmm.
It's not really a rainbow poster. It's just the same thing without the skin tone. So there was no sexual innuendo. There was nothing about anything.
Let me just read it. I mean, this room, everyone is welcome, important, accepted, respected, encouraged, valued, and equal. And
this is public education.
Well, I mean,
which used to be compulsory.
What do you want her to teach?
I don't understand it.
Where is, Blake, and I need you to look this up. Okay. Where is the state of Idaho as far as the rankings of states
in education,
states, and values? I mean, because I can tell you right now, they might have dropped just by this.
It ain't
story.
Utah, right?
Well, it ain't Florida.
True.
Now Florida can brag.
Right.
We're in the top 5.
Right. We're 2, baby.
I think we're number 2.
Yeah.
We're number 2.
All right.
So where do they rank? I just want to know where they rank.
So right now, Idaho ranks 36 in the nation for education attainment.
Rock on.
43rd for quality.
43rd for quality. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see where
That's
you're screwing up, Idaho?
Yeah, nothing to be proud of. Okay.
This is how you don't get to be number 1. You're not even close.
So the classroom content policy that they're working under prohibits, and now I'm quoting, promotion or opposition of any political, ideological, religious, or socially contentious issue, end quote. Which I'm going to say.
I didn't see any of that in there.
Of course not. But I'm going to save this for another day, because the religious word right there is, as soon as they go to put the 10 Commandments up on that wall, I'm going to scream holy murder. Because that's what, there's some lunatic in Texas who wants to do that and put the 10 Commandments in every classroom down there. And somebody who was not agreeing with her, another state representative, said, don't you think the Constitution could be up there? Shouldn't that be the overriding poster on the wall?
Bill of Rights.
Right. And the woman couldn't answer the question. She was just going humana, 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 humana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So her students said that this taught her students to stand up for what you believe in. Narissa Armstrong was the second teacher that retired after 15 years and 2 Teacher of the Year awards. And her letter of resignation said, and I quote, "You made it extraordinarily clear that diversity is not welcome here." And she said, here's my resignation.
Well, good for her.
Absolutely.
Good for her. Does she have a GoFundMe page?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
We need to see if we can run that down, and just because I got this teacher's back on this one.
Absolutely.
I mean, there was nothing in there.
Well,
that was even controversial in my opinion at all.
No.
And I'm pretty sure Idaho is probably not that diverse of a state.
It's not.
In my image of Idaho, I don't go, wow, Idaho. Ooh, that's the melting pot of the world.
No.
So it's not really there.
Yeah,
I mean, it probably has a heavy Native American population in there.
You'd like to think, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful state. You know, the mountains are fabulous. It's beautiful, but
one of the 50 I haven't been to.
The best thing going for it is the blue turf field at the University of Idaho.
There's a problem with that.
Boise State.
Boise State. Thank you very much.
There's a problem with that one too.
Which is?
Okay. If a bug is crawling across it, it tricks birds to thinking it's a bug on the water.
Okay. And they go flying into it?
They dive bomb it right into the field.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's got to give you a headache.
Yeah. So they have to have like bird wires across the top of the stadium to kind of avoid that.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
It was a flaw with the bright blue artificial turf. So,
you know, the district, done by the district has school-wide posters that say welcome, and students can exhibit kindness by welcoming others and embracing diversity. These are district-wide posters that the school has put up.
Yes.
What's the difference?
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
It seems very contradictory.
The only difference,
it looks like this is kind of a witch hunt after this teacher.
Well, she's got a whole hell of a lot of support, I'll tell you that. Because the only difference between the district's posters and the one in her classroom that had been there for, as I said, 4 years before this was the skin color of the hands. Now, she is not alone.
Mm-hmm.
She is being supported by a majority of the people in the school district. The school district will not answer requests for interviews or anything. One of the school board members completely supports this woman. A couple of the others are, again, sitting there going, humana, humana, humana. They printed
how many board members are there on the board?
I think from when I looked at the video, there were at least 5. I don't know if there was 7.
Okay.
Which would be a very large school board, but I don't know how large the district is. Mm-hmm. They have taken that hands poster and printed up shirts.
Okay.
Well over 10,000 sold worldwide.
All right. Is she getting the money from this?
I don't believe she is, but I don't know. Well, she's unemployed
who's getting
now.
the money? That's a question I have. I don't mind buying one of those shirts.
No, right.
But
where's it going?
I want to know where that money's going.
Fair enough.
So
now, some of her children went out with their crayons and started drawing this on the sidewalks in town.
Mm-hmm.
They said, yeah, we'll expect 200-300 people. 3,000 people showed up to support the kids and help them do that.
I didn't even know that many people lived in Idaho.
So
that's awesome.
Yep.
Good for her.
So that's that.
That shows how wrong these people are.
Yep.
So.
Yep.